I used to be a fucking complete loser. Honestly. I don't say that lightly either. I used to be a complete loser, right, when I was around 11, 12 years old, right? And obviously, it's young, you can't really judge someone that's 11, 12 years old for being a complete loser, especially where we at today. But yeah, I was a big video gamer, right? I'd honestly probably play video games for about 10 hours a day, around there. 10 to 12 hours a day. I'm dead serious. And yeah, man, I just played video games all the time, right? And I would play these sports games. I play games like Madden, games like 2K, right? FIFA, UFC, all the sports games. And when you go, they have this setting. It's called like a My Career, like a career thing, right? Or a franchise in Madden. And basically, it's where you go into a career, like you start an avatar, right? And you get to create what they look like and how they talk and whatever, right? And you start your career and you go through the process of high school, college, and, whatever big league you get to after that, depending on what the game is right now. But as I was playing this game, I'd be like, imagine if that was me, right? Imagine going through that process, like in real life. Like imagine, per se, you were in the UFC. Imagine the road to get to the UFC. Like you got to become an amateur, the hours of training, right? Going into the gym on days you don't want to, right? It's a beautiful process. And I think sports can give you that. Obviously, I understand that the top 0.0001% are going to make the big leagues. I understand that. But playing sports will get you that experience. And not only will get you the experience by yourself, but it will get you a social experience too. When I was a complete loser, I was playing no sports, right? This was around COVID lockdown. I was playing no sports. I played some soccer when I was a kid, some football, like and it wasn't nothing special, right? You do these things as a kid, like t-ball and stuff like that, but it wasn't until I started playing football and doing wrestling, right, around 3 years ago, when I really came into the person I am today. I don't think I'm a complete loser now. There's always room for improvement, but I'm not a complete fucking loser now. And I believe that to be because of sports. Obviously, it's because of many other things. For example, I stopped playing video games. I started doing good habits. I started doing like just overall good habits for your health and stuff, and started taking fitness seriously and looks maxing seriously. But I think I'd go top two, at least maybe even number one driver of that is playing sports. Like right now, I'm a wrestler. I don't do anything else. I plan to do some powerlifting maybe. But originally, I started off with football, American football, right? And getting that like team bonding experience really helped me socialize with others that were my age, and I wasn't the best social guy per se. And I think football really helped me with that, and really helped me, like this is what a brotherhood is like, and this is what it's like to have other dudes that are your age that care equally about the same thing and are all driven towards one goal. This is what it's like, and it felt great, right? When I was in football, obviously, I don't think football was for me. So I don't do it anymore, but I'm so glad I played football for that 1 to 2 years, because it taught me valuable life lessons and social lessons that I would not be the same today if I did not. For example, wrestling right now is teaching me discipline. I hate wrestling practice, to be honest with you. I hate that shit. It's the least fucking, I hate it, bro. I hate going there after school, right? It's around 4 p.m. It's about to turn dark. When you get out, the sun sets, it's pitch black. I hate it. It's my least favorite part of the day. But after I go to wrestling practice, I feel so fulfilled, man. I mean, it's like building discipline. It's like building that discipline that I never had before I started wrestling, right? And not only does it help me with that, but it helps me become a better, fighter in the long term, right? I would take my wrestling skills against, almost anyone my age. I've been doing wrestling for about 3 years now. And I don't like it, but it helps you in so many different areas of life, the locker room, bonding with your teammates or your mates right in the locker room, and having a good time, having a good laugh over some bullshit joke that someone made in the locker room, I think it's an experience that every young man needs to get out and see, because I think it's so special at this young age to really get out and have that team bonding experience. And I think sports can do that for you. I specifically think martial arts is the best type of sport to get into. Obviously, for me soon, I'm going to get into jiu-jitsu. Right, I trained Muay Thai for a slight bit amount of time. It wasn't the best in my opinion, but I think the four martial arts are boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, and wrestling. Now, I've done a little bit of Muay Thai, done a lot of wrestling. I'm gonna start Jiu-Jitsu here in a couple weeks. But I think if you can get into one of those four sports, it's gonna skyrocket your discipline. It's gonna teach you discipline, right? And it's going to give you that bonding experience, even if it's with dudes that are not your age. Obviously, wrestling is different because it's a school-provided event for me. And, I'm in there with dudes my age. But, in the boxing room, I've been to a couple boxing gyms. There's not dudes your age, right? Especially me. I'm pretty young. There's no one my age in there. Same thing with the jiu-jitsu area. It's not the same, right? It could be hard to find dudes your age in there, but I think having that bonding experience, no matter what the age is, having those like teammates you could just go talk to, you can learn the experience from this one guy that he tells you not to do this or not to do that because you'll mess up here. And I think it's just such a valuable lesson to learn. And I think everyone should experience it, especially men, right? Obviously, doing these martial arts can lead to acne, right? I struggled with acne in the past, and ice your face. Better ice your face, right? Because doing this bullshit is going to give you some acne, I'm not going to lie. But it's absolutely worth it for the experience. I wish everyone could experience it, and I wish you will as well.